What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name's Ben Richardson. I am a personal trainer. I'm also a chemical engineer. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to lose weight the fastest. Now, if you're new here, I want you to subscribe to my channel because it's going to teach you how to live a healthy, sustainable life through nutrition. So go ahead and subscribe and turn those notification bells on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest content. So by the time you're finished watching this video, you'll have all the tools you need to lose weight the fastest. But make sure you stick around for the whole video because I'm going to give you 3 tips. And when you implement all 3 of these tips at the same time, you're going to get the best and the fastest results. So let's go ahead and get into it. So tip number 1, if you want to lose weight the fastest, is to eat the same foods over and over and over again. In this case, if you want fast weight loss results, variety is not the spice of life. So I recommend picking 5, maybe 6 meals that you really like. They're pretty low in calories and they also fill you up. Pick those meals and eat them over and over and over again over the course of 3 or 4 weeks. So one of the benefits of this is it kind of just eliminates decision fatigue. If you're like me and you stay really busy and sometimes you just don't want to waste a whole bunch of time, energy, and effort thinking about what you're going to eat or what your next meal is going to be like, this is a great way to go and it's very useful for making quick results. So one of my favorite go-to meals is a chicken Chipotle bowl. I swear I could probably eat Chipotle 3, maybe even 4 times per week, but it is my go-to meal. It's got a good amount of nutrition in it. You got your fats, carbs, and protein. And if you're also unsure about how many calories are in all the things that you like to put in your bowl, you can look it up on their website or you can download an app like MyFitnessPal or something like that. So that's tip number 1. Eat the same meals, eat very similar meals over and over and over again, and you're gonna have an easy time leaning down quickly. Tip number 2, if you want to lose weight the fastest, is to get 10,000 steps in every single day. You'd be surprised at how much quicker you will make progress when you get 10,000 steps in every single day, because the average person will probably burn anywhere from 200 to 300 calories, and that may not seem like a lot, but over the course of a few weeks and even a few months, those calories are going to add up. So if you're like me and you like strength training or maybe you're into lifting weights, right now I'm doing body weight workouts and stuff, but anyway, doesn't matter. I'll hit a workout 2 or 3 times per week. And besides that, on my rest days, I'll aim for 10,000 steps per day. That's all I do. If you're like that though, and you really want to accelerate your progress, get 10,000 steps in every single day, even on your workout days. One of the reasons that I really like walking for cardio as opposed to some kind of endurance cardio or even the high intensity interval training cardio is because walking has a very neutral effect on your appetite, and that is key for losing weight. You want to exercise in a manner that isn't going to make you feel more hungry, because if you feel more hungry, you're going to want to eat more food. And if you just don't eat more food, even though your body wants to, you're going to have to rely on sheer willpower to make progress. And you don't want that. You want this to be very easy and effortless. And there are a lot of other reasons why getting 10,000 steps in per day has a ton of benefits. It stretches out your hip flexors. I mean, we live in a society where we sit down a lot. A lot of us work office jobs and stuff. So getting 10,000 steps a day, it's just good for your health in general. It's good for you to get up, move around more, and be a little bit more active. And anyone can walk. Anyone can just go for a walk, get up, and move around more. It's super easy and effortless. And a couple tips that I can give you to increase the number of steps that you get per day. When you go to the store or maybe you go on a grocery haul or something, just park far away from the store. That way you're forced to walk all that way and all the way back. It may not seem like a lot, but it really does add up. So that's kind of a little tip to kind of increase the number of steps that you get. Another tip is when I'm at work, whenever I have to use the bathroom, I'll go and use the bathroom on the other side of the building. And that kind of forces me to get up and get a few more extra steps in. And just simple things like general movement, just washing the dishes by hand or doing the laundry, cleaning up around the house or something. All of that general movement is going to go into burning more calories. So if you don't just view them as chores or things that you have to do, like, oh, gotta clean the house, gotta do my laundry or whatever, view it as an activity that you can do to increase the amount of general movement that you get in throughout the day. And that's going to burn more calories. Again, things like that don't really seem like they'd make a difference, but you will be surprised when you start doing this stuff for a few weeks or even a few months. And then tip number 3, which is the most important, is to eat in an aggressive calorie deficit. So right off the bat, I want to differentiate an aggressive calorie deficit from an extreme calorie deficit. You want an aggressive calorie deficit because, like I mentioned before, we are going for something that is going to be easy for you to stick to. And I'm a big fan of the saying, take the long road because it's shorter. That is the case here because we want to get fast results. We want to lose weight fast. But we're not out to just crash diet or whatever. We're not out to eat in an extreme calorie deficit. An aggressive calorie deficit is anywhere from 1,700 to 2,000 calories per day. That is a pretty aggressive calorie deficit for most people. What I would consider an extreme calorie deficit, on the other hand, is anything on the scale of 1,000 to 1,500 calories per day. You might be able to do that for a week or two, but I just flat out don't recommend that because after a week or two, you are going to get burnt out. You are really going to start to feel the effects of cutting that hard, and that is not what you want. In theory, you might be able to make quicker progress doing that, and that's why a lot of people try to go this route, because it's so tempting. They just want those quick results, but ultimately it's not sustainable, and they can really only do it for a matter of a week or two. That's why you want an aggressive calorie deficit, because if you can stick to an aggressive calorie deficit for 2 months, that's pretty quick progress. So that is definitely the most important tip. You want to eat in an aggressive calorie deficit rather than an extreme calorie deficit. So again, opt for 1,700 to 2,000 calories. I definitely do recommend downloading MyFitnessPal. It's a great app to use. You only need the free version to be able to track your calories and even your macronutrients. It's a super simple tool. It's very powerful for losing weight. The more accurately you set out to log your calories and log the foods that you eat every single day, the faster you are going to make results, because dieting is just like following a budget. If you don't know how much money you're bringing in and how much money you're spending, then how do you know whether or not you are financially stable? It's the same thing with weight loss. If you don't know how many calories you're eating and how many calories you're expending, the whole calories in, calories out thing, that is the number one thing that you must master if you want to lose weight. So those are my 3 tips for losing weight the fastest. Yeah, these are only 3 tips, but if you do all 3 of these and you implement all 3 of them, they are very simple to implement. And that's the key with it, is it should be simple. Getting fast results is simple. This is all it takes. You stick to this. Do this for 2 weeks. I promise you, you will make quick results. You will lose weight if you follow all 3 of these tips at the same time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.